All right, family, welcome to and welcome back. I'm so Ronica, and I'm so ready to show you guys my next idea. So you know how I like to jump right in and just learn hands-on? Well, this time I'm doing a draft before the draft, honey. I'm doing a plan before the plan. I'm writing the vision to make it plain. So I'm drawing out a miniature pattern of what I want to make in the upcoming days. So that way I don't waste fabric, or that way I can learn from my mistakes at a smaller scale. Now, my sister did suggest that I do this, you know what I'm saying? But how many of you know that when your older sister tells you to do something, it's not always received well because they usually feel like they know more than you, and she does. But this is my idea. Y'all know this is how I learn and how I do things over here. Trial and error, honey. So it wasn't until I decided that I didn't want to waste no fabric messing up this ideal. Now we're going to lay this on top of the sheer that I absolutely love. Y'all, I got this sheer from Walmart, and it was surprisingly so moisturized and smooth, and like how usually sheer is rough on the skin. Not sheer, but I want to say mesh or tulle. Tulle, that's what it is. It's tulle. I call it sheer, y'all, because it's sheer. Put down in the comments what you call it. But whenever I'm looking for my sheer, anywho, so just go over that with the rotary, okay? And no, I'm not starting a line of doll clothes unless the Lord lay it on my heart to do such. But the ideal that I'm having, remember y'all, I told y'all I was going to I ain't even bought the ticket yet, but I told y'all I was going to look at me wanting to drag it out. Just say it, girl, just say it. I'm trying to think of the name actually. A formal, oh, okay, now I honestly forgot the name, but it's like where you get to dress up and go out to eat and kind of like a gala. That's what it is. Thank you, Holy Spirit. So I'm going to a gala, my first, probably my last, okay, because I don't see myself paying to eat nowhere except for, okay, I guess that's what you do anyway. The appetite of man, the labor of man is for his mouth, yet the appetite is never full. Anyway, let's keep going. I may have said that wrong, but I'm pretty sure that I'm right. Check me out. I'm in the book. So now we put the pins in that. Now we are working on the sleeve. Y'all, this sleeve has been through, it has a testimony, okay? In real life, when I did my sleeve pattern, I winged it. I wung it, okay? Don't click off just yet. Hang in there. I know that wung it lost a whole bunch of people. But I winged it. And it's working fine for me. But when I was doing this mini-me's, what? It was a little too narrow. It was like Barbie could have fit it, but I kept going with it, child. I said we not playing around with this sheer, honey. Even though it was what, $2, might have been $3. I don't want to waste it. $3 is $3, honey. That's a gallon of milk if you add 22 more cents to it at Walmart, the great value. Anyway, so now we're connecting everything, just seeing how it looks. Okay, are we pleased with how it looks? Yes. So now I'm working on the other pattern. This is going to be the bodice of, I guess they both can't be bodices. This is going to be the rest of the dress. So it's going to be like a Jessica Rabbit meets sheer meets uh, Christian gospel meets. Okay, so I put hearts on there because that's how I label it. Okay, if I see some scraps laying on the floor or something and it got a heart on it, I'm like, I should save that. Who wants to throw away a heart? So now I'm realizing that this rotary cutter has frustrated me to the limits, and that I will not do another project with that same blade. So now we're just folding it. Two lips perched for kissing. That's how I look at it. Mwah. There they go. Y'all see it? Y'all literally see it this time. For some people that I've been saying that and they like, what? What did she make? What? But now you see it, you get it, because this is actually in the shape of some lips, if you look at it. Anyway. So now I'm just trying to figure out how I'm gonna get this shape out of this little bit of fabric I got, because again, this is leftover fabric, y'all. I did a gown out of this. Check me out, check me out. My first gown. I was like 3 months into sewing, being self-taught. And the Lord showed me how to make a gown. And honey, I was sashaying up and down them steps. You couldn't tell me nothing. Okay, yeah, you could, because the neckline of it was like, looked like I had got attacked by the neckline of it. Okay, so this is the part of the video where you may want to bring your volume down, because if you don't, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna wake up little Pookie and Ray Ray them, and I don't want to be the reason. Let's go. All right. So now let's look at our work, admire our work. Yes. 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 All right. Now we're gonna do the other one. All right, so you have an idea, you can't get it out your mind. And okay, uneven, okay. But you want to see, you know what I'm saying? I kept seeing it. I kept seeing the sheer top portion of the dress. Let me draw y'all a picture real quick. And all this part is sheer. My complexion. Or your complexion. And then I was picturing it like this. And then I was picturing something around here like this. Now, I just did it like this. I don't know why, but I changed it. But I knew I wanted something to cover the boobs. Y'all know I ain't trying to show no cleavage, because I don't have it. If I had it, I might want to show it. That's just being honest. But, so what am I doing? And then I knew that I wanted this part to be, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about the rest of it. Y'all know I love to add a good circle skirt on the bottom. Or maybe I was going to keep it short and add a split. Anyway, and then from the back, I wanted to add, if you can imagine flipping it over, I wanted to see how the zipper was going to connect with the other portion of the dress. So that's what I kept envisioning. I was like, I could see it if I cut it down the center, then even the sheer, which this is, would be able to have a zipper going through it. The inspiration for this was the dress that Megan had on in the church at the funeral. Okay. All right, so now we're going to do this sleeve. And I'm taking the pins out because they are just sliding out, honey. So what I think is an inspiration is something that inspires you to try to do something similar to it. It's not at all exactly like her dress. Now, that's okay. Again, practice, practice, practice. Finding our footing, getting our rhythm, create and adjust, learn from our mistakes, trust God with the process. Keep something under the needle. That's the only way you're going to learn and get better. Okay, so now we're going to do the top bodice portion. Now, part of me is saying don't sew that together just yet. So we're going to sew the top shoulders. Why am I serging this? I feel like this is perfect for the sewing machine. All right, so we got that top part there. Clipping off the excess. We're going to hit that other top shoulder portion. Or do I want to close it up? I feel like I shouldn't close it up yet. The reason why I'm hesitant, and this is why I had to do this in a smaller version, because y'all, okay, so we're gonna add the sleeves to it. See, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking, how would the sleeves be seamless? But it looks like that's not possible. I mean, all things are possible, but I don't know. We'll get it. One I always forget is, you don't know it till you sew it. Okay? So, we don't know it till we sew it. But I know it's going to be a good idea once I can figure out how to execute it. I like to look at my work, y'all. I know that slows the process down, but I like to admire my work. But that's the only way I'm going to learn. I should just get some scrap fabrics out and just, run them through until I get familiar with what different tensions do with different fabrics. That's what I'm going to do. Them sleeves was looking like drumsticks, weren't they? I guess I'm hungry. I don't know. Okay, so that's never been done by me before. Like, I'm halfway through serging and I lift it up and... So obviously we know that in real life, you can't serge the sleeves that narrow, right? Like, what doll's fist is going to fit through there? But again, we're just getting a gist. Okay, I don't even know if that's the word I want to use. Some people would say, she be out here embarrassing herself, but I don't. I really don't. So now I'm going to connect the sleeves, just like I do in real life. Okay, y'all know this is my favorite part. And, but I feel like we're missing a bigger picture. The thing is to connect this with this. I might have to hand sew that. I might just have to hand sew that. Because now that we've closed it up, that's the only way, isn't it? Which would be fine if that's how I end up doing it in real life. But I just really want that top portion to be sheer. Because a dress that's like this by itself, for me, that's doing too much. Like I said, looks like a job for some hand stitching. So for those of you who are new to my channel, I made a gown out of this fabric. Check it out. I also made a wedding dress, not out of this fabric. But at the time, I was only 3 months into sewing. So, you know what I'm going to do, y'all? I'm going to turn it this way. And we are going to connect this first. I'm going to figure it out. That's one thing we do around here. Cue the Chiefs players. Bring in the dancing boys. All right. So again, even if this is not... Oh, what was I finna do? Finna sew this wrong? Okay, let me turn this way. The good side touches the good side. And now we're going to pin this. So I'll be purchasing the fabric for this real soon, but the dress that I'm going to kind of make before I make that one, just to kind of use the fabric that I already have, because it's one thing to work out the kinks on this miniature fabric, but then it's another thing to do it where I can try it on and see what needs to be changed. And then I'll purchase the real deal fabric You know, we trying to be resourceful around here. Okay, so that's enough pins. I feel like I'm pinning it to stall because I don't know how I'm gonna get this in here or on here. Okay, so we're gonna take this to the surgeon. I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers. I appreciate you guys' support. Uh-oh, it's a pin hiding under there. This ain't no ordinary worship. This ain't no ordinary song. The God I serve is greater than. Let's go. All right. So again, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to. Oh, wait a minute. Let's just look at this. Let's admire this. Okay. Come on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, so I see even on the doll clothes, y'all. Even on the miniatures. What are these gonna be called? Even on the minis. No. I'm still having issues with the holes on the seams. Let's go over that again. Let's just do it again. I was going way too fast. All right. I mean, you would think it don't matter because, again, I'm not going to wear it. But just knowing there was a hole in there, it's like, come on. Let me fix that. Now I'm just cleaning it up. Gotta clean up what I done messed up. Starting my life over again. All right. Looks good to me. Pull this out. OMG. Y'all remember that show, I Dream of Jeannie? I wish I could just like not twitch my nose or whatever and turn this into a big gown. So I can try it on. Because I know it's going to be cute. I know it. Okay, maybe not. Right now it's giving leg warmers. Anyway. So now let's connect those sleeves, y'all. What are we waiting on? Why are we stalling? Let's get our sewing machine out. Put a quarter in the jukebox, baby. So, we know we want to turn it right side up, inside out, upside down. All right. So I think this is why I was stalling, because we don't know if these sleeves is going to actually fit. Because we did not create and adjust, because this is something that we're not going to be wearing, so we couldn't adjust it. Yeah, them sleeves ain't going to go in there. Maybe I should make some different sleeves real quick. Put a quarter in the jukebox, baby. I'm still trying to figure out how this is gonna go on here. Okay, so now that we have this on here like so, like such and such. All right, hold on. I have a seam ripper, but when it's a serge seam, I think it calls for more than a seam ripper, I think. All right, so, and now what we're going to do is we're going to cut this open as well. Let's see, make sure I got the neckline where the neckline goes. It was cutting both at the same time. It was so thin, I couldn't even tell. All right. And I know I want to make sure that this does not curl on me. Someone said that if I put that's what interfacing does. It helps it not to curl. So that's awesome. Awesome sauce. And now I'm just going to pin this as well. I mean, to me, this seems like this is the best ideal, the best way to get that connected. Then just go right over it with the sewing machine. I don't see the problem. Otherwise, it was going to be like having on a shirt with a dress. And I did not want that. I didn't want that feeling. I didn't want that in my spirit. I'm sure there's a style for that. Because I've seen people wear like socks with heels and everything. So I'm sure there's, you know, a style with that. But I wanted this to be all one unit. I'm not asking too much. So what am I going to do with this here? Nothing. Might cut that off. You know, it might be needed for structure. If this were my actual dress, it would provide more padding. Let's see. I didn't forgot how this. Okay, I was right. Let me get my little thing. Now that the things are on the floor, I have to make sure I can reach them. And I want a straight stitch on this. That's number 11 on the Brother from Another Mother. Yep, that's number 11. I just feel like a straight stitch is better for what I'm doing. And I think they call this pivoting. Huh? No? Back up. Come forward. And this we're gonna be some inchworms right now, y'all. We're gonna inch our way across here. We're doing this slowly because of all the curves. Ooh, what's going on? How you doing? All right. Boy, when your sewing machine is acting up, that is a terrible feeling. I thank God that this thing is just going, it's doing what I wanted to do. Ooh, wait a minute. So, we would have taken the other two sewing machine, we would have taken the other two machines to get repaired today, but I was exhausted. So yeah, didn't do it. I started getting the house ready for the new bed, and they changed it, so they didn't come the day they said they was gonna come. So all that was for, it wasn't for nothing, but it was premature. So yeah. Little housework never killed nobody. Ooh, let me block that word out. My pen, I went over a pen. All right, so now we're gonna lift it this way, and I think I should go down this end. Hold on, I didn't quite complete my project just yet. All right, lift it over, needle up, and slide it out. Y'all, this is so satisfying. Whether it looks like a hot mess or not, this is satisfying. Do y'all see that? You can't get that at the mall. Okay, maybe you can, but it's going to cost you a pretty penny, honey. It's going to cost you. All right, so what are we doing now? Where do we go from here? We put a zipper in the back of it, I think. Is that something I can do? Put a zipper in the back of it? So guys, I have this yellow paper out, in case I didn't mention it. I have this yellow paper out so that you guys can really see the detail of the dress. All right. I mean, some people would stop there. Well, maybe not there because... But if I were to add a zipper, I would flip it like this. Can y'all see that? Let me get y'all closer. So that's the mark we did. The green thread is on the inside. Thank the Lord. And this is what it looks like on the other end. But yeah. So again, if we were to add a zipper, I would do it this way, close it up like this, which again, I should have added the zipper before I did the connecting process. So I'm not going to add a zipper. I'm probably not going to add sleeves either, because now I have the idea of how to execute my next garment. So, being that I'm not top heavy, okay, I feel like I don't need to worry about doing too much for support up here. Most of the time, I'm trying to use my imagination and my creative juices to see how to get stuff done. And of course, I don't want to use any fabric that can be used for something else. But if it's big enough, like that. That's big enough for a circle skirt and too small for anything else. I can't get a sleeve out of that. So now I'm going to cut off the scragglies. Okay. And we have this folded in 2s, which I think it needs to be folded in 4. I really don't remember. Yeah, I think it's 4. I'm pretty sure it's 4. So we're just going to make sure that this is... So guys, I've done circle skirts before plenty of times, but today I'm having a blank. I don't know. So usually, yeah, we're going to do it that... Ooh, okay.
So now I'm going to, yeah, did y'all see how I did that? So it's folded in twos, and then this may be wrong, so we're going to find out together. Should have put my weights on there. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. All right. So now we're going to give it, if I go down here, that's going to make it really, really wide. So I'm going to stop way up here and just give it a nice little, whatever this is. Oh, boy, that blade. What the? That blade. All right, so what do we have here? Why do we have two?
Uno, dos, mami.
I feel like this is something that I would have learned in geometry class. Maybe I missed it that day. I don't know. But like I should have known ahead of time that was going to come out too. But y'all, we're going to use both of them. Maybe not. I was going to layer it to give it more of a... But now we're not going to layer it. All right, so now we're going to close up the back. Yeah, I'm literally walking myself through how I'm going to make this next dress. All right, so now we're going to serge this. I don't even feel like I need to put pins in that. And then after we serge it, that's when we'll add the skirt. So I'm not going to serge it. I'm going to use my sewing machine. I don't know why. Because I want to. I just simply want to. But not putting pins in there is not a wise thing. So, at least in the pivotal points. The top, the middle, and the bottom. Again, be not weary and well doing. If you know that it's gonna look better, it's gonna look neater if you put the pins in there, put the pins in there. Just do it. Just do it. All right. Let's go. Let's do it. And press her foot down. First pin out. Back stitch. Right, I forgot to do my back stitch. And I forgot to lift my presser foot up. I guess I thought that was the serger. I don't know what I was. Anyway, let's look at it. Did we close up the back? Did we mess it up? Flip it inside out. Looks good to me, y'all. This is exactly what I was envisioning. And you know what? Envisioning. Ooh, look at that. And then it gave us more detail because there's ways that you can get this sheer on there to even look more. You see how it's kind of gathered? That was a mistake, but I can totally accept that type of mistake. That's cute. Because that's what her dress was doing in the movie. It had certain parts where it was gathered. I did notice that. I think it was in the front though. All right, so again, we need to flip it up. We got a hole. And that's in the back where I just got through stitching. Let's look at that again. Let's examine that. Because how is that even possible? Or is that the front? Nope, that's where that green thread is. So that means it wasn't pinned. Being able to troubleshoot and know where you messed up, it wasn't pinned correctly. So I'll go back through and fix that in a minute. I guess we can get some of these threads out of here. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and even this up real quick before I add this circle skirt to it. Just because I don't want the trouble of trying to, what am I saying? I don't want the trouble of trying to line that on there with all that extra unevenness going on. All right, so pull that through there, turn it, flip it. Nope, I done forgot how to do it. I done did this a million times. Flip it this way, and then tulips perch for kissing. There we go. Just one fabric on top of one fabric. And you're going to go all the way around. Let me make y'all closer. And you're going to go all the way around doing that. This fabric is lined up perfectly. Boom, bam. Create and adjust, learn from our mistakes. Keep something under the needle. You don't know it till you sew it. Trust God with the process. Better fabric is coming. Better patterns are coming. And we're finding our footing and getting our rhythm. I almost forgot the last one. Practice, practice, practice. Let me show y'all. And now we're going to go to the sewing machine. It's a lightweight sewing machine. This is a lightweight project. It's going to the sewing machine. When doing the miniatures, you would think this would be easier. I hope it is. Put that down. Remove this one. Let me lift that up just a little bit. I done forgot how to do this. Let me see. No, I didn't. I got it. I got it. Everything looks different when it's smaller. No. Okay. Yeah, everything looks different when it's smaller. All right. I think I'm hungry. I don't know. I try not to let my body tell me when I'm hungry because I'll always be hungry. All right, y'all saw the back stitch. All right. Admire our work. Matter of fact, let's take care of that hole. right now. We're going to take care of that hole while it's fresh in our mind. Needle up. Wow, this sewing machine is so much more, I don't know, it's like the whatever they use on the inside is just more, works well with each other. So this is fresh out of off the sewing machine. I'll be wanting y'all to see it the same time I see it, y'all. Turning it inside out. I'm just looking at the top. Okay. Okay. Did we serge off the hips? Hold on, wait a minute. This is for the full figured, this is for anybody. Anybody can rock this. Oh, look at that. So you say, well, you've done the skirt thing before, the circle skirt on the bottom. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. So that wasn't the goal of the video. Although, we do need to look at our work. So far, I've just seen one little inconsistency. Y'all didn't see it? Let me go back. That right there. And is that a hole? That's a hole. It's going to be waiting on us in the boardroom. Excuse me. Excuse me. Did you know you have a hole? All right, so that was the only thing that I noticed with the circle skirt at the bottom. Let's see if we serged, taking care of the hole that was, yeah, it was right there. It's gone. Now, in real life, we may have serged off an inch or two, making it tighter. I didn't care. I just wanted to get rid of the hole. But y'all, once I add these, just picture it with the sleeves now. Let's add them sleeves on there so y'all can really see it. Who am I that the Lord of all the earth? Look like one of them Whitney Houston dresses. Well, can I know my name? Well, can I feel my hurt? Yeah. All right, so in all honesty, I'm not going to add the sleeves to it. Y'all get the idea. Y'all see it. But in real life, how will we get into this? I feel like this right here without the sleeves would just be a pullover. Maybe even with the sleeves. Because like I said, this sheer has stretch to it. It is a bouncy, springy fabric. You would think it would have stretched enough for me to be able to put that sleeve on now. But that just means I need to, if these patterns are going to be cohesive, I'll probably make another one of these. But this thing was perfect, I think. We're going to save these patterns, y'all, for other ideas. So I'm not wasting. That is gorgeous. Let me get a thumbnail of that. All right, so I'm setting it up so that when people see this dress, they click. Click. I want y'all to see my work, so click the button. Maybe if I turn it this way. Maybe if I put them sleeves up there. Now I feel like I'm, what's that word? Catfishing? Lying? I feel like that's what thumbnails do. They're deceptive. Okay, maybe just mine. All right, I got you. got you. Mm. I think that's a pretty good thumbnail. Yep, it'll work. Thanks for watching, guys.